Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, as always, many things to discuss. We will talk about Conor Gallagher, a new signing for Manchester United, but also João Gomes, the future of Arne Slot and the situation at Liverpool. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, here we are, it's Thursday, but it's the week of Champions League football and one of the most shocking results in Champions League. This week is coming from Anfield, where Liverpool lost the game again at home, playing at Anfield. And it's against PSV Eindhoven, winning 4-1. So incredible performance by PSV Eindhoven, congratulations to them. But we have to touch on the point about Liverpool. It's really shocking to see the recent form for Liverpool not performing at the level expected. One more terrible night in terms of results, in terms of performance, in terms of reaction. So a really complicated moment for Liverpool. What's the situation with Arne Slot? Receiving many questions about that to understand what's the case with the Dutch manager who is experiencing for sure a complicated and very difficult moment at Liverpool. The message coming from the club, coming from Liverpool, is still a positive message of support for Arne Slot. Arne Slot presented the game against West Ham already today, on a Thursday. That's very unusual. This is usually happening on Friday. On Friday you have the traditional press conference where the manager is presenting the game. This is what happens always in the Premier League. Liverpool decided to go for a free day on Friday. So free day for the manager, free day for the staff, free day for the players. Is going to be a different day to try disconnect a bit on Friday. And so Arne Slot presented the game today, on Thursday. And Arne Slot also said right after the game against PSV, I'm not worried. I'm not worried on my position. I know I have to do better. Arne Slot was also very self-critical, always very honest about the situation, not trying to find excuses. So we have to touch on that, because Slot is never trying to find excuses. He's always trying to be very honest, very brutal in some moments. But at the same time, from Liverpool, the message is quite clear. There is no plan to change the manager immediately. So right after the game against PSV Eindhoven. Part of the fans, maybe if you see on social media, were maybe expecting a reaction from the club, from the hierarchy, from the management, from the owners. Right after the game against PSV Eindhoven, you lose in Champions League 4-1 at home playing PSV. You lost 9 of the last 12 games. So the reaction is also something we can understand. But at the same time, from Liverpool, the message is no plan to fire the manager now. So he will still have the opportunity to change the situation. Obviously, this can't be forever. The results must change as soon as possible in order to avoid surprises. So Liverpool cannot support forever. But at the same time, Liverpool are still backing and supporting the manager. Still showing their decision to trust Arne Slot. I think many other clubs, not just in England, but around the world, with this kind of run, with, again, 9 defeats in the last 12 games, some terrible moments, especially at home, playing Nottingham Forest, playing PSV Eindhoven, and in many other cases, well, that's not acceptable. Probably many other clubs were gonna fire the manager and try something different. Liverpool keeps supporting their coach. He's a Premier League winner on his first season in England. He's a coach who has a very good relationship with his players. We should not forget what happened during the summer at Liverpool. So for sure there are several reasons why they still support Arne Slot. But this is the message today. Now, the results must change. Because again, they can't support forever. And so let's go see what happens in the upcoming games. But that's the reaction for today, coming from Liverpool. From another side in England, Manchester United, let's touch on some points. First of all, I can reveal to you today that in the next days there will be the first visit of the next Manchester United signing. Here we go, at the end of September. Cristian Orosco, Colombian, 17 years old, coming from Fortaleza. $1 million is the transfer fee, but Man United believe that the value of this boy is going to be way higher very soon. Orozco is arriving in England very soon to complete the formal steps of his move. So in the next days, we will see Orosco signing his contract at Manchester United and starting the process to complete his move to Manchester United from 2026, from the summer when he will turn 18 years old. So this is a signing for the future, but Orozco is seen as a huge talent by Manchester United. Of course, South American football is not Premier League football, so we have to see development, but Orozco is coming, and that's an important news for Manchester United future, coming from Fortaleza for $1 million. Then many questions, guys, on midfielders. I told you, Man United will go in on a midfielder in 2026. Could be two between January and summer transfer window. Depends also on what happens with Casemiro. Many questions on the name of João Gomes. We have many reports on João Gomes in the recent hours. João Gomes, guys, is one of the names under considerations at Manchester United. João Gomes is appreciated, is seen as an opportunity eventually if Wolves decide to let the player go in January. So let's say that Man United have some top targets for 2026, might be summer rather than January, because in the January window it's not easy to do this kind of deals. Baleba, Elliot Anderson, and more. But João Gomes is not in that kind of step for Manchester United, so it's not considered like an absolute priority, but eventually an opportunity if Wolves decide to let the player go in January. So João Gomes could be one to watch, with the player very keen on a move to Manchester United, even without European football this season. So João Gomes would be more than happy to go to Man United, but this depends on what happens with Wolves and if Man United want to go for an opportunity or wait for their absolute top priorities. So let's see what's going to happen there, but this is the status with João Gomes. Many questions also on Conor Gallagher, guys. Man United tried in the final hours of the summer transfer window to get Conor Gallagher on loan. That was not possible. Atletico Madrid always said permanent transfer or nothing. And Atletico Madrid remain in that position. They want around 30-35 million euros. For Conor Gallagher, at the moment they are not opening the doors to a loan move. Let's see if the situation can change in January. But in general, in 2026, might be January, might be summer, Conor Gallagher has the chance to make an important move. Because for Conor Gallagher there are opportunities, many clubs interested. There are several clubs pushing already to understand the situation, not only in England. And so this is why Conor Gallagher will be one to watch. For Man United, was seen, again, similar to João Gomes, as an opportunity, not a absolute top priority. An opportunity they were considering in the final days of the summer transfer window. Was not possible to go with that formula with a loan. Let's see what happens in January. Because again, for Man United will depend on the financial cost of the deals in terms of new midfielder and also the priorities. Baleba, Elliot Anderson, these names are the priorities. Then, if they will have an opportunity on the market, this could be some to watch. Again, with João Gomes, again, with Conor Gallagher, but on Gallagher, several clubs interested, and so let's follow the situation, because he could leave Atletico Madrid in 2026. And so, guys, let me hear your thoughts on all these stories. Arne Slot, what do you think about that? Liverpool are in the right direction, still confirming the manager, or you wanted a change? And then Gallagher, João Gomes, Orosco, Manchester United signings. Let me know your opinion here in comments. Like this video, turn on the notification bell. See you soon. Ciao.